What is up there, everybody? So today's video is going to be about things you should know before entering the zero waste lifestyle, or if you're planning to and you need to know a little more things about it. Let's go to the first thing. So before going onto the zero waste journey, the first thing that you should know, and I think this is really important, is knowing where to buy. So knowing where to buy is really important, and it's not something you think of first, usually. Or is it just me? You know, this was a struggle for me because I didn't know where to buy. All I knew was online shops, and online shops aren't exactly zero waste because they have to put it in like the delivery company's plastic packaging, so that's not really a good idea. There are actually a lot of websites that tell you what are the zero waste stores near you, and there are also bazaars that you have to know about. I'll further discuss later how you're gonna find out about bazaars. At the same time, there are like Saturday morning markets or like Sunday morning markets. There are markets that you could go to that are like, I don't know, if it's every just weekend, and they actually give you like fresh produce and they don't have plastic. So that's another good thing. You could also research more about that. I'm actually gonna link down below the websites that I found information on zero waste stores, if that's helpful, but if only here in the Philippines. Next thing is, starting zero waste will cost you a little more money than usual. So the reason it'll cost you a little more money is because you're starting to buy things you didn't used to buy before. For example, before maybe you didn't used to buy produce bags to put your vegetables or your fruits or little small pieces. Maybe before you were not buying eco bags if you're that type of person. That's why it does cost you a little more money only when you're starting. At the same time, it now leads to my third point, but it shouldn't leave you broke. And this is a common error, I believe, of those people starting the zero waste journey. You know, when you're starting it, you're like so passionate about buying things that are zero waste or more sustainable. Buying all those things at once will leave you broke because, let's face it, those are pretty expensive. I mean, they're really expensive. But some people do that because they think that as soon as you transition to the zero waste journey, you need to have everything zero waste. Your water bottle has to be zero waste. You have to change your toothbrush because it's plastic and it's not bamboo. But the thing is, when you start to go to the transition of a zero waste journey, you only need to replace things that need replacing. Example, if right now you decide to go on a zero waste, you decide to go on a zero waste lifestyle and you say, okay, I'm gonna replace my toothbrush now, but you just bought your toothbrush like a month ago and it's perfectly fine, you throw that plastic toothbrush away. You don't do that. You do not do that. You only replace things into their zero waste or sustainable alternative when they already need to be replaced. Okay, now let's go to the fourth point. Zero waste lifestyle is actually cheap. You did not see that coming. Maybe you did. I don't know. The zero waste lifestyle is actually cheap. And the reason for that is because the products that you're gonna use, the zero waste products you're gonna use, are actually long-term products. It means if you buy your metal containers, it'll last you a really long time compared to your previous type of container. Though it does cost more, let's face it, those metal containers are really expensive. I can't even afford one. But those metal containers, yes, they are expensive, but they're gonna last you like, I don't know, 5 times longer than your previous plastic containers. My next point is that you have to be a part of groups and communities, zero waste groups and communities. So the reason why you want to be part of these groups and communities is, well, when you're starting the zero waste lifestyle, you have a lot of questions. Is this compostable? Is this not compostable? How do I compost? Or there are materials recovery facilities around me, or all of those stuff. And the best place to ask or find out those things are in zero waste groups. So there are actually a bunch of groups, and some of them I don't even know about yet. There's Sinaya Tribe, which is Sinaya is a local brand of menstrual cups, and you can actually join their group if you have any questions about menstrual cups. And there's actually another group, I don't know if it's a group or a page, in Facebook. It's a Zero Waste Living PH. I'll leave links down below whatsoever. If you're not comfortable in being in a Facebook group, there's actually an organization, The Good Trade PH. You can follow them on Instagram. They are actually the ones who have bazaars, like I told you in the first point. Next thing is, don't worry, we're almost there, we're almost there. The zero waste lifestyle is not convenient at all. Honestly, in my opinion, just my opinion, a lot of people haven't transitioned to the zero waste lifestyle, even if they know about the environmental issues that are happening in the whole world right now, is because it's not convenient in any shape, way, or form. Once you transition to the zero waste lifestyle, you're gonna think of giving up, but the thing is, you always have to remember your cause. You always have to remember why you're doing it. Once you realize what you're doing it for and the change you're making, then it's easier to remind yourself, I'm doing this to make a change, to save the environment, help turtles, or whatever your cause is, doing this for the next generation, or because we are the stewards of this world. And on to our last point. No one's perfect. When you start the zero waste lifestyle, there will be times when you will fail. You will use plastic. Those things will happen, and you just have to remember that those things are normal. Don't focus on how many times you've failed, but rather focus on how many times you've succeeded, how many times you said no to straws, how many times you didn't use those plastic bags. Those are all like my tips, what you need to know before you start the zero waste lifestyle / journey, or if you're actually preparing for it, or you're deciding if you want to go through it or not, or maybe you're just bored and you want to watch something. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave comments down below if you have questions about the zero waste lifestyle, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more stuff like these, and my social media accounts will be linked down below. Bye guys, and I love you from the very bottom of my hypothalamus.